Devo uscire, posso uscire, voglio uscire. Devo, posso, and voglio are modal verbs in Italian. In this episode, we will learn what modal verbs are and how to use them in Italian. Iniziamo! Ciao and thank you for being here with me today learning some Italian. My name is Margherita and I am your Italian teacher and host of Italian Grammar Made Easy. Today's topic is modal verbs. First, what do we mean by modal verbs? A modal verb is a verb used to express modality. For example, a possibility, a necessity, a wish. And modal verbs rely on other verbs. That means that they are followed by an infinitive. They work with an infinitive. In the sentence devo uscire, we have the modal verb devo, which is conjugated from the verb dovere, and the infinitive uscire. I have to go out. The three modal verbs in Italian are dovere, to have to, potere, to be able to, and volere, to want. Modal verbs are irregular in Italian, which means that they don't follow a specific pattern, and we just need to memorize their conjugation. For the verb dovere, to have to, we have io devo, tu devi, lui, lei deve, noi dobbiamo, voi dovete, loro devono. And this is the present tense. The possible translations in English are I have to, I must, I need to. For the verb potere, to be able to, we have io posso, tu puoi, lui, lei può, noi possiamo, voi potete, loro possono. In this case, the translation is I can or I may. The last one is the verb volere, to want. The conjugation in the present tense is io voglio, tu vuoi, lui, lei vuole, noi vogliamo, voi volete, loro vogliono. The translation here is I want. Bene, vediamo ora alcuni esempi. Let's look at some examples. We can say devo andare al supermercato. I have to go to the supermarket. Note here that we have the verb dovere, which is conjugated in the present tense. So from dovere we get devo, and then it is followed by an infinitive, andare. Infinitives are verbs in their base form that end in are, ere, or ire in Italian. This corresponds to the English form to go, to be, to do, with the to there. Another example, dobbiamo studiare italiano. We have to study Italian. Dobbiamo is our modal verb that relies on the infinitive that follows studiare. For the verb potere, we can say posso andare al cinema. May I go to the movie theater? Again, posso is our modal verb conjugated and followed by an infinitive andare. Possiamo andare al ristorante stasera. We can go to the restaurant tonight. Last, the verb volere. Voglio imparare a suonare il piano. I want to learn how to play the piano. Voglio imparare. Vogliono cucinare il risotto. They want to cook risotto. Vogliono is the conjugated form of the verb volere and it is followed by the infinitive cucinare. So far we have talked about the present tense. When we conjugate modal verbs in the passato prossimo, the past tense in Italian, we have to choose between essere or avere. And this choice depends on the infinitive that goes together with our modal verb. For example, sono dovuto andare a casa. I had to go home. In this case, the auxiliary verb is sono from essere because the verb andare, the infinitive that goes with the modal verb, takes essere. We can also say ho dovuto comprare una borsa. I had to buy a bag. In this case, the auxiliary verb is ho because the infinitive comprare that goes with dovere takes avere as the auxiliary verb. So, going back to example 1, sono dovuto andare, we use sono because andare takes essere. Ho dovuto comprare, we use ho because comprare takes avere. So the choice of the auxiliary verb with modal verbs depends on the infinitive that goes together with the modal verb. If you are not sure about when to use essere or avere in the passato prossimo, the past tense in Italian, make sure that you check out episode 1. You can also go to italianmatters.com/1 to download your free guide. Bene, so to recap, modal verbs in Italian are used to express a possibility, a necessity, a wish. They are irregular and followed by an infinitive. In the passato prossimo, the auxiliary verb that they take, either essere or avere, depends on the infinitive that follows. If you want a summary of what we talked about today, go to italianmatters.com/52, 52. There you will also find a quiz. Grazie mille e ci vediamo o sentiamo di nuovo giovedì prossimo. Ciao!